I used to fall out of the rhythm with the gym all the time, and I never used to be consistent until I understood why it was happening. So what happens is you start, okay? Now this start point is fueled by motivation because you've probably fallen out of the gym again. It's been a few weeks or a few months. You fell out of the rhythm. Life happened, work got busy, whatever. Then what happens is you go on for a week, maybe 2 weeks. It could be a few months. It depends on the person, but you essentially run into one of these barriers. You have no knowledge. You don't know what you're doing. You have no system. You don't know how to do it, or you don't have a plan. So no goal, no roadmap, no time frame. Then you run into something we call friction, and there are different types of friction. But if you think about the word, all it means is resistance. The type of friction that I see all the time and I used to struggle with was overwhelm. So there's so many opinions. There's so many people saying different shit on social media. So you're like, who the fuck do I listen to? I don't know who's right. I don't know who's wrong. Everyone's saying to do something different with the diet, with the training. Like, I don't know what to do. So you get overwhelmed. Okay. So that's the friction there. Or when it comes to no system, the friction is lack of structure. And because there's no structure, the minute that something crops up in your life, finally, no plan, you run into decision fatigue because now you're thinking, okay, I need to sort out a plan, but everyone's saying to do this. I don't know if this would work with my life, but it seems like the most optimal thing to do, but it wouldn't fit with my schedule. So then you run into decision fatigue. And what happens is you go into something called an open loop, where because you don't know what to do fundamentally in any of these scenarios, and the question remains unanswered. It's like there's a big question mark in your brain, like, I need to fix this, I need to do something about this, but I don't know how or what. Open loops, decision fatigue, friction, these all sound like very high level things, but really they just mean you don't know what to do. There's something you want, you don't know how to do it. So what that means is you quit again, okay? And then a few weeks later, a few months later, it depends on the person, you run into guilt and the whole cycle repeats. The solution to this is to get help. Get a coach. I'm not saying it has to be us. Frankly, I don't care. Get help from someone because you don't have the mental space to figure out how to do it, how it looks, and whether you're on the right track or not. Okay, so that turns into this decision fatigue and this friction. That overwhelms you and you have the open loops in your brain and you give up. You need someone to do that for you, okay? Because you're probably busy, you're probably already working, doing something else that takes up most of your energy. Of course, you're going to crash out because you don't know enough and you don't have the time to find out what you need to know. So you're wasting time, years and years and years, starting and stopping, because you just won't accept help. As I said, it doesn't have to be us, but this is just one of our clients and another where we help eliminate this so that you can just crack on and actually see results. But get help from someone. Don't be stubborn. Everyone needs someone to show them the way. All right? Is what it is. And if you want to follow me and learn how to build a body like this, kind of lean, defined, athletic, sure, I'd appreciate it.